Wendy Williams just dropped a bombshell that's reigniting all the Bieber marriage drama, and it's about what Justin allegedly did the night before he married Hailey. Yep, you read that right. If the rumors are true, what Justin did might change how we see their whole relationship forever.
And they're also saying that the reason that they want to get married so quickly, the set-siders, is that they want to have a baby.
What's sending the internet into full meltdown mode right now is Justin Bieber's own confession, and it's jaw-dropping. In a newly resurfaced clip, Justin admits that his marriage to Hailey felt arranged, even suggesting their Christian families had a major hand in setting it all up. It was definitely an arranged marriage, he said, and now fans are spiraling, questioning what really happened the night before the wedding. Between that bombshell and Wendy Williams' savage commentary, people are putting the pieces together, and the picture isn't pretty. Let's rewind to 2018 and the year the internet basically broke watching Justin and Hailey go from maybe dating to legally married in what felt like seconds. They rekindled their situationship in June, got engaged by July, and tied the knot in September. The timeline was giving serious whiplash. And Wendy Williams, she did not hold back. On her iconic talk show, she dragged the entire situation with hot takes that had social media in flames. With Justin's confession now out in the open, Wendy's words are hitting even harder. So buckle up, because this tea is piping.
I'll come back to the picture. I'm very disgusted with you. Most of you.
Wendy kicked off her Hot Topics segment with zero chill and a full tank of shade, making it crystal clear she was not here for Justin and Hailey's whirlwind marriage. She zoomed in on the couple's age at the time, pointing out that Justin was just 24 and Hailey only 21 when they rushed down the aisle. Wendy practically screamed, "Too young, too fast, too messy." She questioned what kind of pressure or influence led them to make such a huge decision so quickly, especially given their on-again, off-again relationship history. Wendy wasn't just being shady for the cameras. She was echoing what a lot of fans were already thinking. And now, in light of Justin's recent arranged marriage confession, her words are aging like fine wine. Or maybe spoiled milk, depending on which side you're on.
Oh, Justin Bieber. Okay, so Justin Bieber, who's 24, and Hailey Baldwin, who's 21. They say they may or may not be married. Now, you know, this is a Baldwin of the Baldwin dynasty. And Justin Bieber, though he's only 24, he's been through a lot in his life. He's turned his life over to all kinds of religious stuff, which is apparently very good for him.
Wendy didn't stop there. Oh no, she turned up the heat even more. She brought out the People magazine receipts, aka the holy grail of celebrity tea, confirming that Justin and Hailey did in fact get legally married at a New York City courthouse. According to the report, a big religious ceremony and star-studded celebration were supposedly in the works. But let's be real, that wasn't the part that had everyone's jaw on the floor. The real bombshell came when Wendy casually dropped a massive truth grenade about their bank accounts. She claimed that Justin and Hailey allegedly tied the knot before working out any kind of prenup. That's right, no prenup, and we're talking about a guy worth hundreds of millions. The studio audience gasped, Twitter exploded, and fans started asking, was this really love or a legal liability in disguise?
And there's no prenuptial agreement. He's worth $265 million. And she's worth $2 million.
The math is not mathing besties. According to Wendy Williams, Justin was flexing a jaw-dropping $265 million net worth at the time of the wedding, while Hailey was reportedly sitting on just $2 million. And here's where it gets messy. Wendy dropped the ultimate bomb. There was allegedly no prenup in place to protect Justin's insane fortune. Yep, not a single legal safety net for that massive Bieber bag. Wendy didn't hold back either. She followed, up with some iconic shade that had the audience gasping. With her signature smirk, she questioned why a global pop star with that kind of money would rush into marriage with no financial protection. The implication that maybe love wasn't the only thing on the table, and let's just say the internet ran wild with that one.
But in the name of religion, I guess it's all good.
The audience ate that sarcasm up. Wendy was in full main character mode, and she did not come to play. With a raised brow and a slick side eye, she basically implied that Justin and Hailey were so deep in their God Girl Summer vibes. They completely fumbled the bag when it came to adulting 101, like, say, getting a prenup. It was giving Delulu, not due diligence. But Wendy didn't stop there. Oh no, she kept going. She pivoted hard and went straight for Hailey's dad, actor Stephen Baldwin, dragging him for letting his barely legal daughter tie the knot when she was still too young to legally toast with champagne. The crowd was gagged. Twitter exploded, and honestly, it was vintage Wendy chaos at its absolute finest.
My thought is, shame on you, Stephen Baldwin, the father of Hailey Baldwin, for co-signing on your 21-year-old daughter getting married. Like, she's not, and they've been on and off again, allegedly for years, these two, Bieber and this girl. But I don't care what your background is. These days, 21 is too young to be getting married.
Wendy was deep in her villain era, but let's be real. She was spilling nothing but cold, hard facts. She made it crystal clear. 21 is way too young to be locking it down with a lifelong partner, especially in today's chaotic world. No shade, just truth bombs. She even took it personal, saying if her own son ever came home talking about getting married at that age, she'd go full mama bear mode, no ceremony, no cake, just a whole intervention. And honestly, the audience lived for it. Wendy was speaking what a lot of people were too scared to say out loud.
Even for a boy. Like, if my son told me he was in love and wanted to get married at 21, I'd be like, are you serious? Oh, no, you don't. Who's this girl? Who are her parents? Let's gang up on these kids and make this not happen, or whatever.
Adding even more fuel to the fire, Wendy did not hold back. She flat out suggested that Hailey's relationship with Justin was her ultimate career move. The shade was real, as she implied the marriage might have been more of a come-up for Hailey and the Baldwin fam than a love story for Justin. It wasn't just gossip. It was a full-on reality check. And the way Wendy delivered it? Cold, calculated, and iconic. The implication? That tying the knot with Bieber wasn't just about love. It was about leveling up. And fans were shook.
The biggest thing that has happened to her is that she's with Bieber. Now we all, do you understand? Yes. And the biggest thing that has happened to this family in a long time is that they're attached to Bieber, who's attached to $250 million. Now, she's a pretty girl, though.
Williams kept the drama rolling by doing a live poll with her audience, asking the burning question, is 21 too young to be getting married? And let's just say, the crowd did not hold back. It was giving unanimous energy. Heads were nodding, hands were flying, and the vibe was straight up period. The audience reaction said it all. No filters, no hesitation, just pure side-eye at the whole situation. Wendy knew exactly what she was doing, and the moment instantly became talk show gold.
Hailey, I'm talking about. I just feel 21 is too young to get married. Clap if you think that, yeah.
She didn't just stop at Hailey either. Wendy came for Justin too. She said that even at 24, he was giving way too young to be tied down energy, especially with all the fame, chaos, and emotional baggage swirling around him at the time. But then came the real bombshell, the kind that had everyone clutching their pearls and rewinding the tape. Wendy teased that she'd heard whispers about why Justin and Hailey were sprinting to the altar. And let's just say, it wasn't just about love. According to her sources, there might have been behind-the-scenes pressure from religion, family, or maybe even something legal, the kind of tea that makes you question everything about their fast-tracked fairy tale.
Only 24, even that's too young at this particular point in this day and time. And they're also saying that the reason that they want to get married so quickly, the set-siders, is that they want to have a baby. And they don't want to do it out of wedlock like everyone else.
Wendy did give the couple some credit for wanting to have a baby within marriage. Way better than those surprise, we're expecting moments dropping out of nowhere. But don't get it twisted. She quickly snapped back into her tough love mode, insisting they should be out there dating and enjoying life, instead of rushing into parenthood before even savoring their youth and fame. Her fiery takes blew up all over sites like the Daily Mail, where Wendy famously said she didn't think this marriage would last longer than a TikTok trend. She even joked that Justin might be doing a drive-by on Selena, right after the honeymoon. Yeah, a very not-so-subtle jab at his famous ex, Selena Gomez. But Wendy's roasting didn't stop there. By 2019, when Justin started opening up about his mental health struggles, Wendy's comments took a darker turn. The Daily Star reported that Wendy urged Hailey to divorce Justin in the name of love and friendship. This took major heat from mental health pros, including mind coach Anna Williamson, who called Wendy's remarks shocking and reminded everyone that marriage is for better or worse. The backlash made it clear how problematic it is to suggest quitting a marriage as a response to mental health struggles, especially since Justin and Hailey had barely been married for a minute. Despite Wendy's predictions of doom, the couple has proved the haters wrong. Fast forward to April 2025, and they're still going strong, welcoming a little Belieber into the world. But the tabloids? They're not letting up, still pushing the trouble in paradise narrative, keeping Justin and Hailey's relationship one of the hottest topics in pop culture. Meanwhile, Justin's been surprisingly open about the doubts and fears he had before proposing. In a January 2020 interview with Ellen, he shared some real talk about his proposal anxiety that made fans relate hard.
I was extremely nervous. I felt like in the past we talked about, me asking the question, and I felt like she would say yes. So I wasn't really nervous about saying yes, but I think it's just like, I think I was more nervous about, am I gonna make this commitment? Am I able to make this commitment as a man and be able to honor, what I say? Because that's a serious commitment when you say you're gonna love someone for better, for worse, and be faithful. That's a huge, am I able to do that? And so I think that was really what I was battling with.
One of the biggest pop stars on the planet straight up admitted he wasn't sweating about Hailey saying no. He was actually freaking out about whether he could be the faithful husband she deserved. That kind of self-awareness? Rare. In celeb world, it shows Justin might have grown up a lot more than Wendy Williams gave him credit for in her hot takes. Then, Justin got real about how he finally made the decision to lock it down with Hailey. And trust me, it wasn't as simple as people thought.
And I finally was like, I'm gonna make the decision and follow through with it and be a husband. And, this is what I've always wanted. I'm gonna just choose this woman and just do it.
And commit to it.
According to Business Insider's coverage, Justin's nerves before the wedding weren't just jitters. They were real doubts about whether he could stay committed and faithful. Considering his past and the temptations of superstar life, that hits different. But wait, there's more. In a February 2019 Vogue cover story that broke the internet, Justin shocked fans by admitting, "It's been difficult for me even to trust Hailey." This candid confession came during a deep convo about past situationships and how they shattered his confidence in his own judgment. The article revealed the newlyweds were already doing couples therapy with their pastor, Judah Smith, to tackle these issues. Talk about starting marriage on hard mode. Hailey kept it real too, telling Vogue, "Marriage is very hard. That's the sentence you should lead with. It's really effing hard." No fairy tale, just two young celebs admitting, marriage isn't just cute Instagram posts and matching outfits. Justin's trust struggles probably trace back to his messy history, including his long on-again, off-again saga with Selena Gomez, which officially ended in early 2018. Plus, Justin and Hailey's own complicated past, from dating in 2014 to a dramatic breakup in 2016, added extra baggage to their second chance. Justin also opened up in a 2016 GQ interview, covered by Teen Vogue, about the pressure of young fame and commitment. He said, "What if Hailey ends up being the girl I'm going to marry? If I rush into anything and damage her, then it's always going to be damaged." Clearly, Justin was deep in his feelings about marrying Hailey long before they actually did. But the moment that truly broke the internet, March 2020, when Justin appeared on Ellen, this time with Demi Lovato guest hosting, and dropped a comment about his marriage that had Twitter absolutely losing it.
How did we meet? We met in the early mornings of a Today Show taping. I'm pretty sure she didn't want to be there. Her dad dragged her out of bed in the morning. And basically was like, I think because she was raised Christian, and I think they found out that, I think it was an arranged marriage, I'm pretty sure. I'm not. Looking back now, I'm like, it was definitely an arranged marriage. They set this whole thing up. No, but since, you know, she was raised Christian.
Justin's joke about their marriage being arranged because their Christian families introduced them blew up faster than a viral TikTok dance. While it was clearly meant as a funny comment, fans on social media went wild, spinning conspiracy theories faster than you can say Beliebers. Her campus even did a deep dive into the rumor, pointing out how some TikTokers took Justin's joke way too seriously, fueling wild theories about their relationship. But let's set the record straight. Justin and Hailey's meet-cute was way more innocent than any arranged marriage drama. They first met back in 2009 at a Today Show taping, when Hailey's dad, actor Stephen Baldwin, introduced them. Justin was just 15 and Hailey only 13. Literal kids. People magazine reported Hailey herself once joked about their first meeting on The Tonight Show, calling it arranged marriage vibes. Their real relationship didn't begin until 2014 when they reconnected at church. Very on brand for them. After an on-again, off-again phase from 2014 to 2016, they took a break, then reunited in June 2018, fast-forwarding to engagement in July and marriage by September. Despite the viral arranged marriage joke, credible sources confirm Justin and Hailey's marriage is rooted in love, not family matchmaking. In a 2020 interview with Elle, Hailey emphasized how vital their shared faith is, saying, "Being able to share that with each other, to have that bond of faith and spirituality, is so critical for us." And in a 2021 podcast with Chelsea and Judah Smith, Justin opened up about battling depression during their early years as husband and wife, a struggle Hailey admitted was hard to witness. They've both praised couples therapy for helping strengthen their relationship, proving they're committed to working through challenges instead of walking away. Justin's public declarations of love, like his 2018 engagement announcement, where he called Hailey the love of my life, as reported by Capital FM, show that beyond the doubts and drama, their connection is real, not just a PR stunt or rushed decision. In August 2024, Justin and Hailey welcomed their first child, a son named Jack Blues Bieber, marking a new chapter in their love story, nearly 6 years after saying, "I do." This milestone put to rest rumors that they rushed into marriage just to start a family ASAP. But the internet never forgets. Even though they've been married over 6 years, the public obsession with Justin and Hailey's relationship is still giving major main character energy. The couple faces more scrutiny than an influencer's Photoshop fail, with many fans still caught up in the infamous Justin-Selena-Hailey love triangle. This obsession has taken on a life of its own. Eagle-eyed, fans dissecting every social media interaction and spinning theories about subtle shade. CNN's Deep Dive reports, Hailey has faced toxic levels of online hate from Selena stans ever since she put a ring on Justin's finger in 2018. This hate stems from the messy timeline of Justin's love life, and fans crafting their own narratives of rivalry, all amplified by social media echo chambers. Many Selenators fiercely protect their queen, viewing Hailey as the woman who stole Justin away. The drama keeps escalating with social media moments that fans interpret as shots fired. For example, in March 2025, TikToker Courtney Presto stirred chaos by claiming Hailey liked a video dragging Selena and her fiancé Benny Blanco's interview magazine shoot. People magazine reported that Courtney said, "Hailey Bieber herself liked my TikTok, don't necessarily come for me in the comments, but I was being a little shady to Selena Gomez," suggesting the feud was still very much alive. But Hailey's team quickly shut it down, telling Us Weekly, "This never happened. This entire story has been fabricated by a content creator looking to capitalize off an old, tired narrative. The clout chasing was real. This drama is just one example of the non-stop conspiracy theories swirling around Justin, Hailey, and Selena." Another tea-spilling moment came in April 2025 when Justin posted a meme on his Instagram story featuring Gollum from Lord of the Rings, clutching a ring with the caption, "Girls on social media when they get engaged." Stan Twitter immediately went into detective mode, convinced it was shade aimed at Selena, who announced her engagement to Benny Blanco back in December 2024. BuzzFeed's coverage captured the frenzy perfectly. Fans started connecting dots faster than conspiracy theorists, dropping comments like, "Nah, the ring one has to be about Selena," accusing Justin of petty vibes over his ex's happy news. Of course, Justin never confirmed any of this, leaving everyone stuck in a did he or didn't he spiral of speculation. The plot thickened on April 6, 2025, when a fan account on X claimed Justin liked and then unliked, a photo of Selena and Benny Blanco kissing. This tea spread across multiple outlets, but without access to Instagram's backend data, no one could verify if the like-unlike actually happened. Classic example of rumors running faster than a TikTok dance challenge with zero receipts. This constant scrutiny of every little interaction has created a toxic environment for Justin, Hailey, and Selena, each of whom has tried shutting down the narrative of a celebrity Cold War. Both Hailey and Selena have released statements begging fans to stop the hate. In March 2023, Selena took to Instagram stories to address the mess head-on after hearing Hailey was getting death threats. CNN reported Selena wrote, "This isn't what I stand for. No one should have to experience hate or bullying. I've always advocated for kindness and really want this all to stop." Hailey responded with gratitude, saying she wanted to move past the toxic drama. Hailey has been equally vocal about shutting down feud rumors. In June 2023, people covered how she begged her followers on Instagram to stop leaving hate on Selena's posts, writing, "If you're leaving mean or rude comments on my behalf on anyone's posts, just know I don't want that, nor do I ever. Or will I ever support hateful, mean, or nasty comments? Doing that is not supporting me. If you're participating in that, you're part of a culture I want no part of. Please be nice or don't say anything." The real plot twist came in September 2022 when Hailey appeared on Alex Cooper's Call Her Daddy podcast and said it was all love between her and Selena. The internet nearly broke when later that year, the two posed together at the Academy Museum Gala in Los Angeles, genuinely vibing. Despite their efforts, the drama won't quit. Fueled by stan culture and clickbait media, the relentless scrutiny has clearly taken a toll, especially on Hailey. Reports from Daily Mail and TMZ suggest she's now exploring legal action against trolls spreading fake news, reportedly consulting attorney Lisa Moore, who previously won a $4 million defamation case for Cardi B. The whole situation is tangled by the intense public obsession with Justin and Selena's past. The Jelena era, 2010-2018, was basically the millennial Gen Z version of a royal romance, obsessively documented by media and immortalized in their music. Hits like Selena's Lose You to Love Me and Justin's Sorry are widely seen as soundtrack chapters of their shared history. When Selena and Benny Blanco made their engagement Instagram official in December 2024, all eyes turned back to Justin. The Daily Mail reported sources close to Justin said he felt a brief sting hearing about Selena's engagement, even though he's happily married. An insider said, when he heard Selena was engaged, he admitted it stung for a brief second. It marked the end of an era for Justin. The drama factory went into overdrive in March 2025, when Selena dropped her album I Said I Love You First. Fans went full detective mode on the lyrics, convinced tracks like How Does It Feel to Be Forgotten and You Said You Were Sorry were shade aimed at Justin. Lyrics like You're so embarrassing, go cry when no one's watching, happy without you more now than I ever was, had stan Twitter buzzing. Selena tried to cool things down in a Spotify interview saying, anytime I release anything, interpretation is up to the audience. However, I want to say most of this album has nothing to do with what everyone thinks. Yahoo Entertainment reported she emphasized the album was about growth, new relationships, and friendship transitions, not just recycling Justin drama. But let's be real, stan Twitter, TikTok, and Instagram don't let facts get in the way of a good theory. The obsession with the Justin-Hailey-Selena triangle still breaks the internet regularly, showing the creepy power parasocial relationships have in shaping celebrity narratives and how hard it is for public figures to control their own stories. Meanwhile, Wendy Williams' prediction that Justin and Hailey were heading for Splitsville? So far, wrong. But her comments about their youth and the challenges they'd face weren't totally off base. The couple has weathered major storms, from Justin's mental health battles to living under a constant microscope and enduring never-ending fan drama. Contrary to Wendy's suggestion that divorce might be the vibe check Hailey needed, Justin and Hailey have chosen to stick it out and work through their issues as a team. In a 2021 podcast, In Good Faith, with Chelsea and Judah Smith, reported by Elle, Justin opened up about his depression struggles, which Hailey said was beyond tough to witness. They've praised therapy for helping them level up their relationship, proving they're in it for the long haul, not just the honeymoon phase. This resilience in the face of personal demons and internet drama shows their relationship has way more depth than critics like Wendy initially gave them credit for. Justin was definitely in his feelings about commitment before tying the knot, but his willingness to face those fears and choose Hailey speaks volumes about his growth. Thanks for watching this deep dive into all the drama surrounding Justin and Hailey Bieber's relationship, Wendy Williams' spicy takes, and the social media war that just won't quit. If this video was giving you life, click one of the cards on your screen to see more videos like this.